Hi, welcome to Stories with Mimi Laura. Today we're going to read a story about a monarch butterfly. The name of the story is Mariposa Journey South. Once upon a time, under the warm glow of the autumn sun, there was a beautiful monarch butterfly named Mariposa. She was known for her striking orange wings that shimmered with black and white patterns, a sight to behold against the blue sky. It was that special time of year again when Mariposa had to embark on a long journey to Mexico, where she would spend the winter months in the company of her fellow monarchs. The journey was not easy. It required flying for thousands of miles, facing strong winds, and finding places to rest. But Mariposa was determined and brave, ready to start her adventure. One sunny afternoon, as Mariposa fluttered over a field in Alabama, she decided to take a break. She spotted a fluffy, soft cotton ball below and gently landed on it, letting her tired wings rest. As she was enjoying the warmth of the sun, a curious boll weevil named Weevy emerged from the cotton ball plant. Weevy was small, with a round body and a snout that made him look quite unique from his other kind. He looked up at Mariposa with big, wonder-filled eyes. "Hello there," Weevy called out. "Where are you going, if I may ask?" Mariposa fluttered her wings and replied, "Hello, I'm on my way to Mexico for the winter. It's a long journey ahead." Mexico sounded like a magical place to Weevy, who had never ventured far from the cotton field. An idea sparkled in his eyes and in his little heart, and he asked, "May I come with you? I've always dreamed of seeing the world beyond this field." Mariposa thought for a moment. She knew the journey would be challenging, especially for someone who had never traveled so far, but the thought of having a friend to share the experience with warmed her heart. "It would be nice to have a friend to travel with," Mariposa agreed, "but it's going to be a long and difficult journey. Are you sure you're up for it?" Weevy nodded eagerly. "Yes, I am. I am. I may be small, but I'm brave and ready for an adventure." And so the unlikely pair set off together, Mariposa flying gracefully with Weevy clinging to her softly. They crossed rivers, forests, and mountains, marveling at the sights and sounds of the world below. Along the way, they encountered challenges. They had to navigate through strong winds that threatened to sweep them off course, and find food and rest in unfamiliar places. But with each other's encouragement and in company, they pressed on, their bond growing stronger with each passing day. One evening, as they were resting on a fragrant jasmine bush, Weevy felt a bit homesick. "Mariposa, do you ever miss your home when you're so far away?" he asked. Mariposa nodded. "Yes, I do, but I also know that the journey and the destination are worth it. It's about finding our strength and making new friends like you." Weevy smiled, comforted by Mariposa's words. He realized that home wasn't just a place, but where heartwarming memories were made and friendships were formed. Finally, after many days of travel, Mariposa and Weevy arrived in Mexico, where millions of monarch butterflies had gathered in the Oromil fir trees, creating a sea of orange and black. It was a breathtaking sight, and Weevy couldn't believe his eyes. "We made it, Weevy," Mariposa exclaimed, her wings fluttering with joy. "Welcome to my winter home." Weevy was overjoyed. Not only had he fulfilled his dream of seeing the world beyond the cotton field, but he had also made a lifelong friend in Mariposa. The two spent the winter months in Mexico, sharing stories and adventures with the other monarchs. When spring arrived, it was time for Mariposa to return north. Weevy decided to stay in Mexico, where he had found a new home among the majestic Oromil trees. They said their goodbyes, promising to remember each other and the incredible journey they had shared. Mariposa flew back to the north, her heart full of memories and the knowledge that true friendship knows no bounds. Weevy watched her until she was a speck in the sky, grateful for the adventure and the lessons learned. And the lesson, let's look at that. The story of Mariposa and Weevy teaches us about the beauty of friendship, the courage to embrace new experiences, and the importance of supporting each other through challenges. It reminds us that even the most unlikely friends can share the greatest adventures, and that home is where heartfelt memories and friendships are made. All right. At the end of the story, there are 3 questions for you to discuss. The first question, what made Mariposa and Weevy decide to travel together? And what does this tell us about friendship? Question 2, can you think of a time when you tried something new or challenging with a friend? How did it make you feel? Question 3, what do you think is the most important lesson Mariposa and Weevy learned on their journey? How can you apply this lesson in your own life? Thank you for joining me with Stories by Mimi.